And we're getting some breaking news at the top of 3 p.m. where we're learning from top government sources that the government is now seeking the sacking of the Indigo CEO Peter Elbers. The government will be imposing heavy penalty or exemplary penalty on Indigo for what has transpired in the last 3 days. The number of flights that Indigo gets in various sectors will be culled, and Indigo will only be allowed to fly a limited number of flights for which they can provide a full crew. So a major penalty that has been imposed on Indigo, and the government is mulling at more penalties and also the sacking of Indigo CEO Peter Elbers.
I, on behalf of all of us at Indigo, would like to extend our sincerest apologies for the major inconvenience this has caused to many of our customers on account of delays or cancellations. We expect tomorrow to have cancellations below 1,000. The support of DGCA in providing specific FDTL implementation relief is of great help. Given the size, scale and complexity of our operation, it will take some time to return to a full normal situation, which we do anticipate between the 10th and the 15th of December. My colleagues, all the great Indigo.
Let me take this across to my colleague Payal Mehta. Payal, this is a big decision that the government is mulling at. Further penalty, not just being imposed at culling the operational flights to the Indigo fleet, but also an immediate sacking of the Indigo CEO.
Well, the government has, in fact said that enough is enough and Indigo cannot be allowed to take Indian passengers for a ride, and therefore these decisions are going to be arrived at. The Union Civil Aviation Minister yesterday in our interview, Griha, had said that penalties will be imposed, but what the government has really now come up to is that it has to be exemplary punishment which has to be meted out to Indigo in the form of penalties, and those are going to be very, very heavy penalties that are going to be imposed on them. What number that really come up to, what money number that comes up to, that is of course going to be drawn once the assessment is complete as well. But the big update that we really have is that Peter, who is of course the CEO of Indigo, he has to go. He has to be sacked, and that's something which the government of India has really said. Remember, the CEO is not an Indian national, so therefore it is any time that the Indian government decides to withdraw his security clearance, he will have no option but to go from here clearly. Also, the fact remains that when all the other airlines, Griha, had complied with the laws that were applicable, Indigo did not. And we are given to understand by way of our sources that Indigo was very, very aware of the challenges that could be presented before then, but Indigo was probably looking at their own profitability, to take center stage, and they thought they could actually, in a way, force people to cough up more money and, harass people in that manner so that they could get the numbers in place as well in the last quarter of the year as well. So that is something which is very, very important. For example, if Indigo has 5,000 pilots, they will only be given, flights that they can actually fly with those 5,000. The other airlines will be asked to step up their operations. Other airlines have done the recruitments. For example, in Air India, which has been constantly under the scanner, has completed its entire recruitment. Akasa has stepped up. SpiceJet has stepped up. SpiceJet was having a very, very tough time as well, but they've stepped up with 100 extra flights as well. The answer of the government of India is very, very simple. People will not be taken for a ride. This is no other government. This is Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, where people's interest matters the most. Remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been responsible for opening airports at many, many such places which never had an airport in the last 10 years as well. And his clarion call to the people of the country that Hawai Chappal se Hawai Jahaz tak logo ka safar, that cannot be allowed to suffer in such a manner. So therefore, Indigo will have to pay the price that they really have to pay. So when the decision gets confirmed, it's just a matter of a few days, because the inquiry will be completed in 15 days. That was just ordered yesterday, but the indications are very, very clear. Indigo will have to pay through their skin for whatever they've committed, because the government of India feels this was a crime and no less.
Right, absolutely. And they failed to in fact, adhere to the revised flight duty time limitation implementation under a 2024 CAR. We want to understand, Payal, from you the kind of responses so far that the government has received in explanation from Indigo Airlines. How much of that has been able to, turn tides in their favor? We do know how the flight and the fleet is going to be impacted, how the government is mulling at culling the fair amount and significant amount of fleet operational as far as Indigo Airlines is concerned. The number so far is up for debate.
To begin with, Griha, the government of India says that India has to be that we have to be very, very reasonable. The operations cannot go back to full-fledged after what has happened in the last 3 days, and therefore Indigo has been told in no uncertain terms that if they fail to deliver messages to the passengers, they're going to have it from the Indian government. They have to make sure that they tell passengers when they need to be there at the airport. If at all they don't need to be there, and if at all cancellation, that they have to be informed as well. And that has been a practice of Indigo barring the last 3 days. So one has to really add up and see why Indigo decided not to do this for the last 3 days as well. The government stand is very, very clear. Indigo can't be differentiated from any other airline. Any other airline would have also faced the same music that Indigo is really facing. But why did it take Indian public for a joyride? What really led to the circumstances is all a matter of investigation. But it is very, very difficult to believe that Indigo did not know that this was the situation which would come up, and therefore there going to be a calibrated approach which is going to be put out as well, which means clearly the number of crew which is available, on the basis of that the number of flights will be given to them. But at the same time, other airlines are being asked to up their game, make sure that they are able to bring in more flights. And today the government of India has also announced, Griha, that there will be a capping in the fares which clearly needs to be done, so that the passengers are not made to really pay penalty, usually for no fault of theirs. Remember, day before yesterday, if you were trying to fly from Delhi to Hyderabad, the fare was anywhere between 50 to 65,000. That kind of money could have taken you from Delhi to London, for example, as well. So the Indian government has been very, very clear: passengers first, public first, and nobody can take us for a joyride.
Right. Thank you so much for that, Payal. We also have Anvit now joining us on the broadcast. Anvit, major action that has been planned against Indigo Airlines. So the woes for Indigo will not be ending anytime soon. It's not just restricting the amount of fleet that is operational in the country at the moment as far as Indigo Airlines goes. There's also that ultimate action of sacking the Indigo CEO.
Yes, and that Delhi airport and Indigo both have come out with statements saying that operations are normalizing. But this flight information board speaks completely contrary of what their statements have been saying, because you can see a number of flights are cancelled even now, and other than those who have been cancelled, the flights are delayed. Number of passengers we spoke to are still stranded. Just the respite is that Indigo is coming out to the passengers, reaching out to the passengers and informing them in time, because yesterday the ministry had sent clear directions to airline that there have to be officials who would get in touch with the passengers and inform them and communicate to them and end their grievances regarding that there's hardly any communication from the airline. So that is one reason why we see less number of passengers protesting here at the departure terminals. But if we say that operations are normalizing, I think this board clearly speaks of that operations are far from normalizing, because there are still cancellations. Just that yesterday all the operations from Delhi airport were cancelled. Today, not all, but more than 100 flights have been cancelled today only from this terminal where we're standing, which is the departure T1 terminal. But this is also a reason why ministry has given a recent order and clearly charted out 4 important steps. One is that to clear all pending passenger refund that passengers have been demanding since day one, that because they had to make their own accommodation arrangements, they had to the extended unprecedented stays that they have to make, all the expenses were from their pocket. So their ministry has said that asked the Indigo to clear all passengers refunds by 8 p.m. on Sunday. They've also said that Indigo must not levy any rescheduling charges. They have said to ensure that all baggage that was separated from passengers, because many passengers had this grievance that their luggage has not been returned to them. So luggage has to be returned within 48 hours, and a cell has to be formed that will reach out to passengers and end their grievances and address their queries. So in these 4 major steps, Indigo government plans to bring some convenience, some respite to the passengers who've been stranded. Other than that, previously we know that they had also ordered a 4-member committee inquiry, and it was a very strong worded letter that DGCA has sent out, and it clearly mentions that Indigo was unable to forecast crew availability. It says that it did not realign rosters despite advanced intimations. It also goes on to say that Indigo admitted in the meeting with Ministry of Civil Aviation that it failed to anticipate crew requirements, and that is the reason why this 4-member committee has been set up, not only to stabilize operations countrywide, but also to look into the causes that brought all the passengers to this mayhem and chaos that has been here for last 3 days.